Hello students, in this video we are going to see a game where white started the pawn storm attack, and when black threatened opponent's rook, white ignored it and white continued with his pawn storm attack. And the lesson that we are going to learn here is, if your opponent threatens your piece or rook and you are continuing the pawn storm attack, then the simplest way is to ignore the opponent's threat and focus on your pawn storm attack. In the opposite side castling situation, material is not the most important factor. It is the time. You have to attack in the fastest way possible. Let's look at the game. It started with e4, e6, French defense, d4, d5, knight d2, d cross e4, knight cross e4, knight d7. Both sides are just developing their pieces. Queen e2, knight cross e4, and white here played bishop d3. Black obviously wants to go short castle here, and if white wants, he can also go short castle. But white wants to go long castle. Black played c5, d cross e5, queen a5 check, bishop d2, queen cross c5, and white goes long castle. Black goes short castle. And now we have the opposite side castling situation on the board. And you already know how to play in this position. Idea is to just start pushing these pawns and try to create weakness in this structure. White started with knight e5. White first centralizes his knight. Black plays b6, and now white starts the pawn storm attack. And black played bishop b7. Black is attacking the opponent's rook. Our rook is under attack. But again, the fastest way to continue the pawn storm attack is to just continue it. The material is not so important in the opposite side castling situation. You play g5. If black plays bishop cross h1, then you play g cross f6. After bishop cross f6, you play knight d7, threatening queen, rook, and bishop. After queen c6, now you don't capture the rook. You capture the opponent's bishop, because after g cross f6, this pawn structure is ruined, which is way more important than capturing the rook. So you can attack the king. Queen g4 check, king h8, you play queen h4, threatening a checkmate on the h7 square. Black defends it. Now you play queen f6 check, king g8, rook g1 check. Black plays bishop g2, and you play bishop h6. In the next move, it's checkmate. This is how you conduct an attack. That's why black did not capture the rook. Black played knight d5, and we play rook g1. Our idea is to lift this rook and try to create some kind of threat. Black plays queen c7, and we play rook g4. Black plays g6, and white goes rook h4. After bishop to d6, queen and bishop are threatening our knight, so we go knight g4. Now look, this is a weakness, so our goal is to exploit this weakness with our pieces. Black plays rook fc8, and first we play king to b1. We also safeguard our king. Black plays b5, we go rook g1. We are putting our next rook in the same line as of the opponent's king. After bishop e7, we play knight h6 check, king f8. And how do we continue the attack? How do we destroy this pawn cover? And the answer is knight cross f7. If black plays king cross f7, then rook h7 check. After king to g8, it's bishop cross g6, and it's game over. This king is completely naked. All the pawn cover has been removed, and it's going to be game over. So instead of capturing this knight, black played bishop c5. He wants to defend the 7th rank with his queen. And we play rook cross h7. Black played bishop d4, he wants to play bishop g7. And we play queen cross e6. White played bishop g7. And white has won so much material. And here white played knight d6, threatening the rook, threatening the bishop. And here white played knight h8. Bishop cannot take the knight because you can capture opponent's queen. And the threat is, in the next move you are going to play knight cross g6. It will be a checkmate. So black resigned in this position. And you can see that black also tried to launch his pawn storm attack, but his attack was too slow, because when white was launching the attack, white did not care about this rook. When opponent gives you a threat, you give them a threat of higher degree. Instead of defending this rook, white continued with his pawn storm attack, and that's why white's attack was so fast. That's it for this video. Now let's go to the next one.